All right, hey, this is Horner again. This is 1986 B2. This is the next problem. And for this one, you've basically got you've seen one very similar, but you have a block, pushes against the spring then extends, the block comes out, comes off, and then falls in a parabolic path to show you that it's going through projectile motion. So they tell you about this thing and they tell you that the block mass is m. You'll notice there's no numbers on this one, and they do this one to you every once in a while so they can see if you really truly know the physics. Um, they want to know the time elapsed from the instant the block leaves the table until the instant it hits the floor. And we remember from what we've done that dy is equal to 1 half gt squared. And there's no original speed, so that's why you don't see it in this equation. We have to be very careful though because we can't use dy in our answer. So the answer for letter A, instead of dy, we need to use h. So we're going to say h is equal to 1 half gt squared. But they want us to solve for time, so we actually have to do some algebra to do that. We're going to multiply both sides by 2. We're going to multiply times h all over g because we have to divide both sides by g, and that's equal to t squared. At this point, our t then is equal to the square root of 2h over g. You want to make sure it's very clear that everything is under the radical. Otherwise, they won't give you full points. For letter B, they want us to go through and they want us to find the horizontal component of the velocity just before the block hits the floor. So we know the distance, we know the time, and if we remember from the wrap, Vx equals dx over t. And if they want us to find the velocity in the x direction, we can do that very easily. We're just going to say that v in the x is equal to, and here we're going to put d in the x over t. But d in the x is not what we can use, so we're going to have to change this. V in the x is equal to, now we use capital D. And notice that here we can't put t down on the bottom. We have to use the letters that you see. Now here we solve for t, and that's why it was okay. Here we're not solving for t. So what is t equal to? That's right, you've got to use what we did here and plug it in over on this side. So now what we need on the bottom is the square root of 2 times h all over g. And that essentially is the end of this problem.